So the green screen made it look a little more faded and more seeable just because I got it as one thin layer instead of just doubled up, so it kind of blends in. Just because the way I have it designed right now, I have to get a green screen like holder so that I can just stretch it out and just move it whenever I want to, because I usually have it connected to my ceiling and then have it come down. But because I'm using thumbtacks, it just pops off and I gotta throw it back up there, so it's kind of a damn pain in the ass. I gotta like stretch it out. So if you kind of see like the blackish green background of my green screen, I do apologize for that. You'll also see me at this corner over here, or whatever opposite one. I decided to move it on the bottom one instead of keeping it up top. So give me my recordings in, so let's do our thing here. Oh, and I did test another fellow game after we beat this one to make sure it actually worked, which I didn't realize I actually had till I went to my game library and found out, oh, I have this game. If I knew that was the thing, I would have started that one and would save this one for later. But good old lemonade. Also, I have some street tacos too for dinner. So I'm happy about that. End up eating my Ben & Jerry's pistachio ice cream. It's one of the few ones that I actually still like. I like the Cherry Garcia, but they don't put enough cherries in it. Alright. So we were doing that. Blasted Buchanan. I do remember getting ambushed in this place, I think. We have no assault rifle. Oh, this seems like fun. Hello? Sir, can you give me directions out here? Speaking of shotguns, I ended up watching The Dave Shift with Jamie Foxx. Good movie. If you actually want like kind of a comedic vampire-esque movie that has a lot of action and something a little different, highly recommend that movie, especially since it's got Snoop Dogg in it.
Now passing through the stratosphere. Braking procedure has begun.
I'll lead the way, sir.
The Hannibal is now in the troposphere. Landing zone in sight.
The tank part. Got a 14 of them? Okay, well, destroying that damn thing. This is gonna take a lot of rounds of the pistol. That thing just straight up hurts. Okay. Very well not destroying that thing. Alright. There she is.
Our pleasure.
Okay, apparently, didn't really matter. Halfway done. I'll try to blow it up if we got any pistol.
Roger that, Raven. A medic will be dispatched.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a medic, thanks.
Braking jets activated. Deploying landing struts.
How did I get crushed by this big ass spaceship all at once?
The USS Hannibal has landed. I repeat, the Hannibal has landed.
That didn't say Hannibal, that said Hannibus. Yeah, I'm lying. Where the hell are we going anyways? Where the disco lights are? Maybe like a drawbridge or something I gotta climb on? What's the deal here? Oh, that At ease, boys. It's just me. Don't mind the family in the background. What's up, dude? How's it going? Yes, I am.
You aren't expected at the briefing for a while. Feel free to look around the ship.
Oh, well, thank you.
Continue on through the hangar and
How long we been at this now?
18 hours, Chief.
Shit!
What is that?
Activate the torso batteries.
Oh, tell me we had to use one of these things.
Boot up primary servo controls.
What?
Cycle up navigation systems.
Kind of reminds me of the silverback from Gears of War.
Easy. Little left. Back. And stop. Okay. So what's the problem with this beast?
The back shield's cut out.
Run a diagnostic on the primary emitter.
Hey, you know what I want for Christmas?
Primary emitter is in the green.
So try the secondary emitters.
welding group is needed in armament.
Look at this, would you? The MBLBs weren't built for this kind of punishment.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? You're fighting cybernetic enemies.
What if the Strogg got that can do this kind of damage?
A giant spider-looking thing? Then I know we have to ride in a tank
Activate
and
the
fight.
torso batteries.
What's up, buddy?
Okay, Marine. Time to kill anything that's not you.
Flooding chamber with trichlorite and septazine. Chamber at maximum saturation. Purging chamber.
Thanks for the shower there, good buddy.
Decontamination cycle complete.
That it? Can we go through?
You're clean. Come on through.
How's it been?
Couple of sightings.
Hang on, guys.
Other than that, it's been quiet as a graveyard.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Private Mark
Which
Lorenz
one? Quiet as a
reports
graveyard?
medical bay three.
You didn't specify. What's up, buddy? Is there? Alright. Okay, not going up.
Heard the mechanics are prepping 4 heavy trucks.
So what does that mean?
Not sure. But with that many trucks, HQ's planning something.
Mm-hmm.
Able to send or receive signals in that area.
Damn it, that hurt!
Told you these
unit is
systems
headed
are finicky.
directly for
These
Cougar
systems
Squad.
are ancient. Tell me about it. My grandfather
They're all
served on
dead,
this ship
man.
right out of boot
Richard's
camp.
out.
Think they'd retire the old girl. Well, old or not, we gotta fix her.
Okay, which way are we going? Okay, so that's an elevator. Okay, you got nothing to say? No one's got nothing to say there? That it? Pretty damn quiet, alright.
Lieutenant Voss, report to briefing room 8.
That's not me.
Do you see? It's just as I predicted.
Indeed. The nanites infesting the muscle are repairing the tissue even after it's separated from the body.
Apparently he was captured and
Well, that's what Nanite's supposed to do there, buddy.
Just heard we're moving up to the front. Our whole platoon is being mobilized.
Must be some major offensive in the works. They're getting all kinds of mechanized infantry prepped in the walker bays.
I got a real bad feeling about this one.
Oh, you get a real bad feeling all the time.
Yeah, but it's usually a good thing at the same time.
You want me to do what?
Reroute the energy stabilizers. Wait 2 seconds and then purge them. The hit will cause the system to depolarize.
But I could burn out every circuit on this deck.
Kid, I know what this ship can and can't do.
All right.
Power restored in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you're Matthew Kane, aren't you?
No way.
I saw you when they brought you back from Space Station Armstrong. You look like you'd been mauled by a dozen pit bulls.
I thought Matthew Kane was just a story they made up to scare recruits.
No, he's real. And he's standing right in front of us.
Apologize, my head's cut off. I'm slouching, so I'm standing up so it doesn't hurt my back as much.
So the Macron's dead, eh? The Marine who iced that squib deserves a chest full of medals and a year's R&R.
He's not really dead. Okay, so we're back here. And let's check this way. Yeah, I guess we came outside. Alright. Access restricted. What? Well, what the hell? The hell did we go then? Okay. Ah! Attack the boxes. Sir, can you point me in the right direction? Where the hell did we go? Going that way
Bison
now.
Squad, report to Walker Deck 2 immediately.
Yes, it is. Oh, I see. It won't work, Jacobson. The exoskeleton is hardened tribinium.
Nonsense. These saws cut through marine body armor. Should have no trouble with this Strogg metal.
I just have to press a little harder. Yes. Interesting.
Really? Never mind.
Look at this. And this.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Not here. Not here either. So, are they certain it's dead?
I was assured by Lieutenant Pierce it's completely dead.
You remember this morning? They told us that one was dead too.
That I'll never forget.
Mm-hmm.
Private Mark Lorenzi, please
All
report
higher
to
brain
medical
functions
grade
have atrophied, which indicates the subject was incapable of independent thought.
Better
The
hide mine.
transceiver located at the base of the skull shows almost all action was dictated by an external source. I believe for a short time after Stroggification, the subject was aware of his actions but was unable to control them. Chilling scenario, to say the least.
Makes sense because the Strogg are no more different than the Borg from Star Trek, and the Borg always say they're always as one collection as a hive mind. That hive mind is stronger than a singular mind, which is a yes and no type of thing. You know, when it comes to making decisions, you make a decision. You all make decisions, but that can also be your default too, because you know with cybernetic beings like that can be
There's something I didn't
hacked.
expect.
You know, so if you hack into one, you can hack into the entire hive mind. So it doesn't guarantee you full safety.
How about now?
Nope. It's at 54%.
Guess that's where we're supposed to go there.
Lieutenant Voss, report to briefing room 8.
Corporal Matthew Kane, the rest of the Rhino squad has already arrived. The briefing will commence shortly.
Thank you.
Looks like Kane made it back.
We're giving him shit, Dell. Kane's all right.
As you were. Rhino Squad, the following is highly classified and is not to be spoken
I've heard
of
that
outside
voice
these
before.
walls. The death of the Macron couldn't have come at a better time. It's imperative we press that advantage, which is the reason for our next operation. Lieutenant Voss, take over.
If anyone knows the voice actor, put it down in the comments below.
Intelligence Division has discovered that the Strogg function through a massive communication system called the Nexus. With it, Strogg leaders can instantly send instructions to soldiers in the field. And although it's their strength, it's also their Achilles heel.
Yep.
Our target, known as the Hub, houses major communication lines to the Nexus. We will be escorting a convoy carrying an electromagnetic bomb to a sub-level of this building. The convoy will proceed to the designated position and detonate it. The blast will overload a device known as the Tetranode and effectively cut off the Strogg forces from the Nexus and therefore their commanders. To ensure success, 3 other squads will be escorting additional EMPs to the same location. Their convoys are codenamed War, Famine, and Pestilence.
Which means we are death.
Yeah, we're death. Any questions? The convoy will be deployed soon. Go to the armory and suit up. Dismissed.
Yeah, the thing with stuff like that, though, is it's going to be
Private Mark Lorenzo,
heavily
report to medical
guarded
aid
by
team.
a lot of enemies. Quick save. Something like that is not going to be easy to get into, especially if they have, you know, certain turrets, certain auto mechanics, you know, highly armored cybernetic beams, a force field, you know, something, even a force field that's going to protect itself from an EMP blast. Good luck. But if you want a good cybernetic game, I highly recommend Deus Ex. I've talked about it before in previous games, like in Doom, some of that. It's a really good example of human cybernetics and what perfections it could have and what could actually go really wrong with it. Is that the way we're supposed to go? Because cybernetic, you know, engineering on human bodies can be a good thing in some areas, like prosthetics and stuff like that. You know, especially if your eyes or your hearts, you know, stuff like that. Some functioning organs that actually help you live longer. But with the advancement of technology and
Is it at
the
least
more
in the
difficult
low
it is to
90s?
keep it secure, it's a lot more easier to actually for someone to actually hack into somebody's body parts and shut it down like a pacemaker.
This guy, Sergeant Bidwell, has one guy thrown over his shoulder and is barking out orders as he blazes away with a rifle in his hand. The man was a freaking machine.
What squad was he with?
I'm not sure, but he was protecting some obnoxious computer tech.
It would be Strauss, would it? Because he used the word obnoxious. I'm guessing Strauss.
Signal check for Pestilence.
Your signal is strong, Pestilence.
The extended clip
Hey,
should help
good.
in taking down
Frequency
squibs.
461.
Roger that.
Did he just give me
461.
my rifle but with extended mag?
Hannibal, I need a medic.
Who are you? I'm not able to get a reading on your med chip.
Corporal Thomas Alvarez. My med chip is damaged.
But that chip's implanted near your heart.
I know. I'm looking at it right now.
That ain't good.
The plasma coil in panel 24A has been reactivated.
Report to life support services
Memorial
immediately.
services
I have a
for
problem
Colonel
with the
Westmore will
purification
be held
unit.
at 0800
Will do.
hours.
Stills out.
Oh, you turds.
Corporal Kane, your ride to the convoy is waiting for you.
Thank
Step
you,
on
sir.
through.
Crew Chief Hammond, report to Walker Bay 8D immediately.
And that's where we're gonna end the recording right there. So I always get my 2 videos on Sunday, get them recorded, and then we get them rendered, and then of course you'll see them Monday or Tuesday. That should be about it. I mean, I've got one more big town event that's coming up this weekend, which is gonna be a real goddamn pain.
Bison
And
Squad,
for
report to
Americans,
Walker Deck 2
or
immediately.
Americans, that'd be Labor Day weekend. Now, whether or not you get a video on Monday, I don't know. That depends on my boss, whether or not she decides to open on Monday. Hopefully not. But either way, I hope you guys been staying safe, healthy, and sanitized. And you know, make sure you drop a like, think about subscribing, and you know, leave some comments below what you think of the gameplay so far. You know, are you gonna get Quake 4? Have you not actually played the Quake series before? And make sure to check those comments out. See you guys.